We are in the question paper number 58 NTA Abhyas and first question, and it is related to the chemical bonding molecular orbital theory. Correct bond order you have to find out. What you have to find out? Correct bond order. Okay. So here all, if you observe all of them are common. Only thing order is changing. What is the common? Oxygen 2, 2 plus, oxygen 2 minus, oxygen 2 plus. Okay. So oxygen 2, 2 plus, it means it is nitrogen only. Okay. Because if two oxygens loses two electron, it is as good as nitrogen. Okay. Between the nitrogen, you can find what? You can find triple bond. Highest bond order possible is 3 only, and it is in nitrogen. Where it is? It is in the nitrogen. Okay. So either this can be correct or this can be correct. Like that option verification you have to use so that you can reduce the time. Understood? Now, if I remove one side electron, then one side it is going to be the oxygen, another side it is going to be the nitrogen only. So nitrogen have tendency to form 3, and it is 2 divided by 2. So that means this positive is 2.5. So therefore this is the correct. So answer C is correct. Understood? Once you eliminate the electron, whatever the electron left over, that can be used to identify. That can be used to identify the element. Like oxygen plus means nitrogen. Oxygen minus means fluorine. So fluorine can form only one bond, whereas oxygen can form two bonds. Likewise, depending on the number of electrons available, we can identify the atomic number. Is this shortcut understood? Nitrogen have I written because oxygen 2 plus, two oxygens 2 plus. So 2 oxygen 2 plus means both are nitrogen. Oxygen plus, that means one nitrogen, one oxygen. And oxygen minus, one oxygen, one fluorine. Okay. So accordingly, we can, without writing the electronic configuration, we can find out the bond order. Okay. About next question is about the reducing property in aqueous solution. Okay, so reducing property in aqueous solution, especially aqueous, it is mentioned, we have to consider the hydration potential or hydration energy. Higher will be the hydration energy, higher will be the reducing property. Okay, so this answer is already one in one paper, it is repeated the same question. Okay, lithium because of its highest hydration. Because of what is why answer? What is answer? Lithium. What is the reason? Highest hydration energy. What is the answer? Hydration energy is highest. Hydration energy is highest. Therefore, reducing property will be the strongest. Okay. Otherwise, if hydration energy is not considered, suppose if it is given non-aqueous solution, what will be your answer? What will be your answer if non-aqueous solution is mentioned? That time we will consider only ionization energy. Okay, so that time it is going to be cesium. Understood? So if non-aqueous, aqueous lithium, non-aqueous, if it is non-aqueous cesium. So exceptionally higher reducing property of lithium is due to abnormal property. Due to which property? Due to abnormal property. Okay, now from the states of matter, KTG. What is the topic? KTG, kinetic theory of gases. Here two gases are there, gas 1 and gas 2. Temperature also different, molecular masses also different. Its molecular mass is 44, its molecular mass is 56. So different molecular mass, different temperature. But what is same? Average speed of gas 1 is equal to MPS, most probable speed of the gas 2. So at what temperature of T1 and T2, they both will be equal. Okay. So that means there are three types of gases in the states of matter: RMS velocity, most probable velocity, and average speed. Between them and with the what formula you should remember, molecular mass and temperature relation, you have to use and equal them. Okay, for your simplicity, I am giving you average velocity. Actually, you should remember this. Average speed is equal to square root of 8 RT upon mm. and most probable speed is equal to 2RT upon mm. Okay. So average speed of gas 1. So gas 1, here what I will do, square root of 8R T1, temperature is T1, molecular mass is equal to 56, is equal to most probable speed of gas 2. So square root of 2R, temperature is T2, divided by molecular mass 44. Okay. So we want the relation between T1 and T2. That on simplification you will get. Okay. Okay. After using average and MPS, both are equal as per this condition. So substituted molecular masses and simplified, then you will get T1 is equal to T2. What is the answer? T1 is equal to T2. Okay. Okay, next question. X moles of MnO4 minus Y moles of C2O4 in acidic medium gives that product. Okay. Actually, this is a very, very important question, even mentioned in the NCRT. Okay. And oxidizing property, if you are shortcut, if you want, you can do it with the shortcut also. Simple. Manganese changes its oxidation number from +7. Okay. +7 to +2. So 5. So this 5 is to be multiplied here. Where it is to be multiplied? 5 is to be multiplied here. So y can be 5, y can be 5. And C2O4 when changes here, +3 to +4. So change in oxidation number is how much? 2. So, sorry, 1 in each carbon into 2, 2. That means this and this is correct. This cannot be, and this is also cannot be. Okay. Now, only thing when you write all of them, very simple, you will get almost water atomic water factor. On simplifying, we will get what answer? 2, 5, and 16. Okay. X is equal to 2, Y is equal to 5, and Z is equal to 6. How to calculate without any balancing, is it understood? Crisscross method. If it changes by 5, you write that 5 here. If it changes by 2, you write 2 here. So 2 and 5 are confirmed. Only thing we need to calculate. Simple. If you write 2 and 5, oxygens you will come to know. Subtract that oxygens here, you will get the number of water molecule. Okay. Just to confuse you, see here. Options how critically they are made. Z by 2. Understood? So 16 if you write, then you will get Z by 2 as 8. Generally, people are answering B because they will get 8H2, immediately they will substitute as 8. And that is also kept before the actual answer. So these are all the traps. So you have to be very careful. Understood? So every option you should read it carefully and check the other option also. Okay, instead of writing all options, simply you are given with 4 options. Benzoic acid only, para, ortho, meta, and benzoic acid. You have to arrange them in decreasing order of acidic strength. Decreasing order of acidic strength. You can simply answer M, P, O, and simple benzoic acid. Okay. So let us not waste time in writing full answer. In decreasing order of acidic strength of hydroxybenzoic acid. Okay. Okay. Very simple question. Due to ortho effect, orthobenzoic acid, orthohydroxybenzoic acid, if any group, irrespective of its nature, activating, deactivating, donating, or withdrawing, ortho substituted benzoic acid is going to be the stronger acid. Okay. Then actually OH group got the 2 different properties. One is electron releasing nature through the resonance, and electron withdrawing nature through the inductive effect. Okay. So, but what is the problem? Due to the releasing effect predominates than the withdrawing nature through the sigma bond. Okay. Due inductive effect is less, resonance effect is more. So it is the activating group, donating group. So donating group, what it will do? It will reduce the acidic strength. Understood? And at meta only inductive effect operates. At meta position only inductive effect operates. Okay. Suppose this is the benzene ring, this is the benzoic acid. Okay. So this ortho effect also you can say intramolecular hydrogen bonding also you can say. Okay. So because of this, it is when it loses the hydrogen, there will be strong intramolecular hydrogen bonding will be there. Okay. That's why ortho is highest. Second, meta, because only inductive effect operates and inductive effect is minus I effect. So it will increase the acidic strength. And uh, benzoic acid, no substitution. Para, this is donating group. Donating group will, electron donating group will decrease the acidic strength. Why it is lowest? Because of the donating tendency of OH, acidic strength reduced. Why it is highest? Because of the intramolecular hydrogen bonding, which results in six-membered ring. Okay, at the ortho position. Why it is second highest? Because of the only inductive effect. No resonance operates at the meta position. Resonance effect or mesomeric effect operates only at ortho and para position only. Okay. Okay. Next question is specific rotation of a enantiomer. Enantiomer, one compound is plus 10. Okay. Observed rotation if isolated from a reaction with 30% is racemized and 70% is inversed. Okay. So what will be the resultant mixture? Specific rotation. Only when it is in pure state, then it is plus 10. And when it is available with 30% racemization, 70% inversion. What will be the answer? See, very simple. See, let us take this as a uh, optical plane. Okay. When it passes through the pure isomer, it is rotated by how much? 10 degree. Okay. But now 10 degree is not there. 70% is inverted. What is inverted? 70%. So instead of right side, it will go which side? Left side, 10 degree. Okay. But only 70% is left side. That means 7 degree left side. So 7 degree left side means minus 7 degree. Is it understood? Right side means plus 10. Left side means minus 10. But left side it is not 100%. Only 70% of the left side. That is minus 7 degree. Very simple calculation. Okay. So answer to this question is 7%. Sorry, 7 degree minus. Okay. Okay. Next question. A reaction takes place in two steps as 2SO2 plus 2NO2 gives 2SO3 plus 2NO. Then 2NO react with oxygen to form NO2. Okay. In this reaction, according to this reaction, what are the options? NO2 is intermediate, NO is intermediate, NO is catalyst, and O2 is intermediate. Is this question understood? Very simple question. See, when you add all of them, see, this and this get cancelled. Okay. And net reaction does not involve NO. So any substance which does not occur in the final reaction but produced in one step and consumed in other step are called as intermediate. So option B is correct. What it is? NO is intermediate. What is the answer? NO is intermediate. NO is intermediate. Okay. So B option is correct. Okay. Next question is from thermodynamics. Here work done. Work done we have to calculate. An ideal gas is expanded from P1, V1 and T1 to P2, V2 and T2. Okay. Under different conditions. Different conditions are mentioned here. First condition mentioned is work done is less when it is carried out, when it is separated, when it is changed from V1 to V2, expanded from V1 to V2, the procedure adopted. What is the procedure adopted? It is reversibly and first is reversibly adiabatic, second one is reversible but isothermal. Okay. So answer is, in this question what is given, the adiabatic work done is less and isothermal work done is more. Is this correct or wrong? Work done in adiabatic and isothermal, everything is same, rest all is same. Where is the work done will be less? Where the work done will be less? I have given only graph explanation. Through the graph also work done. Special, there is a video lecture for the work done in different process: adiabatic, isothermal, isobaric, and isochoric. Okay, so refer to that. This is correct statement only. Work done will be less in adiabatic than the isothermal. Okay, so wrong option you have to select. What you have to select? Wrong statement. Okay, incorrect statement. And in this incorrect statement is given as the change in internal energy. The change in internal energy of gas is zero. Is zero in A option. Okay, in A option, whatever we are given. If it is expanded, if it is expanded, if it is expanded reversibly with T1 equal to T2. Okay, if it is expanded reversibly with T1 is equal to T2, and positive if it is expanded reversibly under adiabatic condition. Okay, so isothermal expansion cannot be zero. Isothermal expansion cannot be zero. Okay, so that's why this wrong. Internal energy isothermal expansion is not correct answer. Okay, so B option is incorrect. That's why we have to select the B option. Okay, next question is surface chemistry. Which of the following electrolytes will have maximum coagulating value for AgI oblique Ag plus solution? Okay, so from this we can say it is a positive colloid. Positive colloid, the effective ion will be negative ion. Here negative ion is what? -2. Here negative ion is what? -3. Here negative ion is -2. And here negative ion is -1. Okay. So coagulating power will be highest for B. But see question how tactically asked. Coagulating value maximum. So coagulating power highest means coagulating value will be lowest. So what will be the answer? Lowest coagulating power you have to select. So what is the answer? D answer. Okay. Cl minus, only -1 is there. Okay. That's why NaCl is the answer. Always you should remember the effective ion charge increases, coagulating power increases, coagulating value decreases. Okay, so here charge lowest, coagulating power lowest, coagulating value highest for the NaCl. Question is about the coagulating value. Okay. Okay, in this question, possible product obtained by the reaction of cyclobutylamine. Okay, cyclobutylamine means cyclobutane on this NH2. It is treated with what? HNO2. HNO2, you should have a habit of writing like, okay, you should write like this: H double bond, OH single bond, and double bond O. Okay, this is the structure of HNO2. Okay, then first this one, next it is treated with water. Okay, followed by treatment with water. What is the product possible? Question, is it understood? Cyclobutylamine first treated with HNO2 followed by treating with water. What are the possible product? Okay, so this is a question of ring contraction. What contraction? Ring contraction also possible. Once ring contraction is there, same. And without ring contraction, A. Without ring contraction, answer is OH. With ring contraction is there are two types of reaction: ring contraction and ring expansion. Okay. So if it is ring contracted, then 4 will become as a 3. Ring expanded. But here there is no carbon which is to be expanded. Therefore, and there is no alkyl group also here. Ring expansion is possible when there is one alkyl group like this. Then the ring expansion is possible. But here, ring contraction is only possible because neither this is having carbon or nor this is having any substitute which having carbon. Therefore, if it undergoes ring contraction, C. Without ring contraction, A. So answer to this question is A and C. Okay, because when NH2 is eliminated, carbocation will be here. Okay, So if it undergoes carbocation rearrangement, during that contraction will takes place. Okay, next question. Consider the equilibrium. Consider the equilibrium 2SO2 plus O2 reversible to SO3. Okay, in this delta H value is negative and we wanted to proceed in forward direction. Okay, so forward direction it is exothermic, so temperature should be low. Okay, and it is number of moles. Number of moles here it is 3 and here it is 2. Therefore, number of moles also reduces. We wanted to move towards the which said where moles are reduced. So reduction in moles require high pressure, low temperature and high pressure. That's why what is the option? C option. Okay, why it is C is it understood? For exothermic low temperature and for number of moles to decrease high pressure. Okay. Okay, you have to arrange them in increasing order or sorry decreasing order towards the addition reaction towards ETMGI. ETMGI 1, 2, 3, 4 numbering is made. You have to arrange them in the decreasing order. Highest reactivity will be found in due to the steric hindrance is less where this one. Okay, so 1 greater than. Okay, next steric hindrance is less in where third, so it will be 3. Next steric hindrance will be 2 and highest steric hindrance tripropyl. Okay, so that's why fourth option. So answer will be 1 greater than 2 3 greater than 2 greater than 4. 1 3 2 4. Is it understood? Okay, next question. It is 13th question for this reaction. This is the reaction and this is the simple elementary statement, elementary reaction. A plus B. A plus B gives product. Okay, and minus dA by dt is equal to minus dB by dt. As the reactant, there has to be minus sign. What is this? It is the minus sign showing the reactant. If it is a product, then it will be plus. Product means concentration will increase and reactant means concentration will decrease. So K is equal to, sorry, rate of reaction is equal to rate constant into concentration of A and B. That means with respect to A, order is 1. With respect to B, order is equal to 1. Okay. So RT, rate of reaction at any given point of time, is equal to 1 upon A naught minus B naught. Naught represents initial concentration and AB represents A is at a given time T and B naught is initial concentration. A naught is initial concentration. B is the concentration of B at a given time T. Okay. Now, for this reaction, if this is possible when both concentrations are not equal, they are not equal, because if they are equal, then this will become 0. Okay. So this reaction is to be followed only when the reaction concentration, initially we have not taken both concentration as same, that is both 2 molarity, both 1 molarity. But if they are same, initially if we take both 2 molarities, 5 molarity, then what is going to be integrated rate law? Question, is it understood? So that means simply you have to derive the rate law. R is equal to K into A to the power of 2, because both are same. So both are same means second order reaction with respect to single concentration, but only thing you have to mention them separately. Okay, if they both are same, what is given? If their concentration is same, just as I told you, it is going to be a second order reaction. It is going to be a second order reaction. Now, initially what I have written, A plus B gives product. Now, as A is equal to B given, okay. If A is equal to B, obviously the rate law of a second order reaction with respect to single concentration, with respect to single reactant. Okay, there are two types of second order reaction. Second order reaction with respect to two different reactant. Second order reaction with respect to single reactant. Okay, so before this we have written rate law for the, in the question what is given, second order reaction rate law with respect to two different reactants. Now he is asking simply second order reaction with respect to single reactant. Okay, so this is the rate law for the, this is the rate law for the second order reaction. Okay, or we can say R is equal to K into A to the power of 2. Otherwise, A is also equal to B, so we can write B also. If we consider A, then 1 upon A is equal to 1 upon A naught plus KT. So in place of A also, if you wanted to keep B, this will be either this or this, not both. Is it understood? So any of the options, it can be multi-correct also, it can be single correct, then either of these two will be given. Okay. Okay, next question is from the F block element. Which of the following cation has the strongest tendency towards complex formation? Okay, so in the complex formation, there will be two parts. One will be metal ion. Okay, what will be the one part? Metal ion. Second will be ligand. Understood? Now the question is about the metal ion. The what is the role of complex, role of the metal ion in the complex? It has to accept lone pair of electron from the ligand. Okay, so accepting tendency will depend upon the three factors. Will depend upon how many factors? Three factors. First one, its size. Okay, size should be small, then it is favorable for complex formation. Second, charge, positive charge. Charge should be as maximum as possible, because more positive, more tendency to attract lone pair. Okay, this is the lone pair from the ligand. This is the metal ion which is accepting. Okay, metal ion accepting lone pair from the ligand, and that ligand donating tendency depends upon the ligand. Accepting tendency depends upon the metal ion. So it will be more able to accept the lone pair when it is smaller in size, higher in charge, and more empty orbital. Okay, more empty orbitals. Okay, empty orbital should be maximum, so that it can accommodate the accepted electron. So that what it can do, accept the electron. Now see here, by which concept you can attempt this one. See, charge, all of them are 3 positive. So this concept we cannot apply. And more empty orbital, all of them are F block elements. So in F block element, d orbital will be empty same. Then it will be due to the size. Okay. So lanthanide series from lanthanum to lutetium. Sorry, lanthanum to lutetium. Okay, this I have written as a Li, it is lutetium. Okay, so starts from the lanthanum and ends at the lutetium. And lanthanide contraction is a very important topic. Lanthanide contraction says that from left to right, as we move in a lanthanide series, atomic and trivalent ionic radius decreases. So smallest size, biggest tendency to form complex. Therefore, B is answer, lanthanum to lutetium. Is this concept clear? So lanthanide contraction topic is covered, and tendency to form complex topic also covered. Okay. Okay, next question is, which chemical among the following involves, chemical reaction among the following involves evolution of heat, sorry, absorption of heat. Okay, very simple. Lime water, preparation of lime water is releases heat. Okay, it is exothermic reaction. That's why heat will be evolved, vapors will be evolved when you mix water in the lime. Okay. Second, it is sodium is converted to sodium positive. So that means ionization energy. Here, what is energy required? Obviously, the ionization energy. So it is energy required only. So B option. Okay. Let us say, suppose if this is not option is there, whether we will be able to identify from others or not. See, sulfuric acid is famous for absorbing the water, dehydrating agent. Why? Because it got the strong tendency towards the water. It got the strong tendency towards the water. Therefore, it is exothermic. And it is called as a hydration. hydration is always exothermic. Okay, this is exothermic because of the hydration. This is exothermic because of the strong tendency of the sulfuric acid to absorb the water, and this is exothermic because of the strong bonds formed between the calcium and OH negative. Okay, so only where energy required is sodium converted into positive ion, that is called as ionization energy. Okay. Okay, here the next question is from the titration. Okay, but titrations there are different types. Okay, this is called as a conductomeric titration. What it is called as conductomeric titration. Redox titrations are there, acid-base titrations are there. Okay, but this is a titration. It is not acid-base titration. It is conductomeric titration. And what is acid base titration, what is back titration, what is double titration. There are already different video lectures are there. Okay, you can search which chem double titration in YouTube. What you will search, which chem double titration, you will get a video lecture on the double titration, specifically for the double titration. Okay, so this is conductomeric titration. Okay, so whenever you have any problem in any chemistry topic, best way to approach is you go to YouTube, search which chem and your topic. Like if you are not knowing the efflorescence, which chem efflorescence, just you will come to know what is efflorescence. Okay, so in this question, how to approach, how to study the graph, you will come to know. Okay, so before that, what you are titrating, initially you are measuring the conductance of acetic acid. Okay, conductance, here C what is written, that means we are C means conductance of acetic acid. Initially what we have only acetic acid. So acetic acid is a weak acid. Obviously conductance will be less. So see, this cannot be. Why? Because conductance is starting higher. These cannot be higher. Understood? And this one can be here. See, this line shows flat. So if you add sodium, obviously salt formation will be there. Salt is a better conductor than the acetic acid. Okay, so there should be increase, but small increase is small increase. Okay, once after the small increase, if we add further, sodium hydroxide, this is where the neutralization point. What it is? It is the neutralization point. Okay, after the neutralization point, there will be gradual increase. Okay, sharp increase. This is what end point in acid base titration. What we call it? We call it as a acid base titration. This as a end point. Okay, or equivalence point. But here conductomeric titration, once all acetic acid available is neutralized by sodium hydroxide, when you add some more NaOH to it, there will be sharp increase. Okay, so why this graph is suitable? Is it understood? Approach with respect to each and every graph. Why it is not suitable starting with higher one? Why it is not suitable starting with higher one? Suppose if we tilt this graph, here we take the sodium hydroxide and here we take the acetic acid, then this and this may be true. Understood? So how you have to approach not only this question, all related questions you should be able to solve. Is it understood? So x-axis is conductance, y-axis is conductance, v is the volume of the NaOH being added. Accordingly, we are calculating the conductance. Okay, is it understood? Conductomeric titration. Okay, next question is multi-concept organic series question. Okay, first this is reacted with CaOH whole twice aqueous. Then a product is formed A and treated with ammonia, bromine and NaOH. Then B. Then treated with Br2 oblique H2O. Then C. Finally, you have to find out what is C. Okay, simple reaction. First, I will explain step by step. Okay. So when calcium hydroxide, all the OH will be available here. Okay. So first step, what happens? Carbon, here 3 OH group. But 3 OH group on any carbon atom is very difficult for its stability. Okay. So then it will loses the water molecule, then it will form like this, C double bond OH, that is carboxylic acid. Okay. So what is the A? A is simple benzoic acid. What it is? Benzoic acid. Okay. And this reaction, as soon as you see this one, immediately it should strike into your mind Hoffman bromamide degradation reaction, where amine will be first, it is going to form amide, then it will form as a aniline. Okay, amide followed by CO2, Na2CO3 will be eliminated, and aniline will be formed. B is aniline, A is benzoic acid. Now B aniline is the strong electrophilic aromatic substituting reagent. Therefore, all places H2O, see here, polar solvent is there. In presence of H2O, all places what will be substituted? Bromine will be substituted. Okay, bromine only, no? So bromine. So tribromoaniline. What is the product? Tribromoaniline is the product. Is the sequence understood? First, because of the hydrolysis of the chlorine, benzoic acid, then amide, then aniline, then tribromoaniline. Okay. Okay. Here the electrochemistry question. How to find out? How to find out the oxidizing and reducing agent if you are given with the reduction potential. Okay. Here we are given with MnO4 negative converted to Mn2 plus. MnO4 negative converted to what? Mn2 plus. In which medium? In acidic medium. What medium? In acidic medium, it is converted to 1.51 volt. Okay, what volt? 1.51 volt is the SRP. See, here it is plus 7 to plus 2. So whatever the voltage given, that is the potential given is reduction potential, standard reduction potential. Which of the following will be oxidized? These are the SRPs given. Oxidized, that means this should act as a reducing agent, then only they will be oxidized. Okay. So values I am reading out: 0.762 for the zinc, plus 0.80 for the silver, and 1.69 for the gold. Okay, you have to identify the which elements can be oxidized. Okay, which element can be oxidized? Zinc, silver, gold. Okay. Okay, I will tell you the simple technique to identify. You have to find out E cell, that's all. If E cell is positive, then that is reaction is possible. Okay, so they are to be oxidized. He is saying they are to be oxidized. So how to write the reaction procedure? Zinc is to be oxidized. So zinc and Zn2 positive. Obviously, this is to be reduced. MnO4 minus, and here Mn. You need not to balance. Only thing you identify this. Okay. So for this E cell is E0 reduction potential of cathode. So they are undergoing oxidation. So they will be anode. Okay. These values will be what? Anode, and this value will be cathode. Okay. So minus reduction potential of cathode minus E0 reduction potential of anode. Okay. Cathode is always fixed here. What is that? 1.51. What is the value here? I am writing 1.51. So once it is fixed as 1.51, you keep on substituting this. So it is minus or minus plus. Wonderful. You are going to get more positive. So zinc it can oxidize. Silver is how much? 0.80. Okay. 1.51 minus 0.80. You will get positive value. So this is also possible. Here 1.51 minus 1.69. This you will get negative. So gold cannot be oxidized. Okay. Only manganese is a KMnO4 is oxidizing agent only for the zinc and gold, silver, but not for the gold. Is it understood? So this is how you will identify. Answer is zinc and silver, not gold. Okay, the most simplest question from the organic: final product formed when alcoholic. This is the very dangerous. Okay, alcoholic means I am not talking about drinking alcoholic. I am talking with respect to reaction mechanism. Okay, So people see only KOH, but as a Vg student, you should see alcoholic or aqueous. Okay. In case of the aqueous, it will be substitution. Okay. In case of the alcoholic, what it is going to be? Elimination reaction. What it is going to be? Elimination reaction. Okay. So both are very dangerous, appear to be same, but they are different. Okay. So dichloroethane. So I will write it such a way that you should understand it nicely. What you should do, you should understand it nicely. One dichloro. Okay. So this is one dichloroethane. Okay. So then one KOH will come like this. This is one KOH. Okay. And this is another KOH. This is another KOH. So KCl H2O, KCl H2O. So what is left over? CH triple bond CH. So answer will be ethyne. What will be the answer? Ethyne. Is it understood? What will be lost? 2 moles of KCl, 2 moles of H2O will be lost, because of which final product we are going to get is CH triple bond CH. Okay, is it understood? Okay, next question is from the chemistry in everyday life about the drugs. Okay, here few antibiotics are given. Understood? And antibiotics are further divided into two types: bacteriostatic antibiotic, bactericidal antibiotic. Okay, so bactericidal, cidal means killing, suicide, humicide, fungicide. Side means killing. Okay, bactericidal. So bacteria should be killed by this antibiotic. Okay, bacteriostatic means it will reduce the growth of the bacteria. Bacteriostatic, static means stops. Okay, it stops the growth of the antibiotic. Is it understood? So bactericidal. Bactericidal, out of this, what are the erythromycin, chloramphenicol, ofloxacin, penicillin? Okay. So out of this, two are bactericidal. What are those? You have to identify. So answer is ofloxacin and penicillin. These are the bactericidal. These two are bacteriostatic. They will reduce the growth. They will kill the antibiotics. Okay. Okay, now we are into the integer type question. How many are correct statements about the CO C2O4 thrice 3 negative? Okay, so around 7 statements are given. Number of statements you have to write. But for you, how many, what statements are correct, what statements are wrong, that also you should tell me. Okay. Okay, see here. First, let us check one by one. Okay. First one is, it contain negative ligands. See, ligands are C2O4 2 negative. So they are negative ligands only. That is correct. See here, if I write +3 -6 -2, then it is also correct. Stable due to chelation. Chelation means multidentate ligand. What is the answer? Multidentate ligand. Okay. So 1, 2, 4 are correct. Optically active, that is also correct. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 are correct. Geometrical isomerism it cannot show. Okay. So this is wrong. Fifth one is wrong. Okay. And sixth one, what about the sixth one? Hybridization is D to sp3. Pairing will takes place. Therefore, it is going to be inner octahedron. Okay. So if oxalate replaced by En means ethylene diamine. No optical activity. No, still it is optically active only. So correct options are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. These are the correct answers. So number of correct statements are 5. Integer type answer is 5. What are the correct statement? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay. Fifth, why it is not correct? It does not exhibit geometrical isomerism. No optic. Still it is optically active only. Okay. Okay. Very good question. Product is fixed. Alkene you have to select, at that number of alkenes you have to identify. What he want product? Butane 2-ol. Okay, this product you want, and you can take any alkene, but answer should be this one. Okay, but reagents are also fixed. First, you should use B2H6 in PHF. Okay. Second, you have to use H2O2 in alkaline medium. So how many number of alkene you have to take so that this has to be produced? Okay. So that is Markovnikov rule, anti-Markovni addition. Like that, you have to, and rearrangement is possible or not. Okay. B2H6, there are certain conditions. That condition, if you are aware, then you can answer it nicely. Okay. Frankly speaking, only one reactant. Okay. What is that one reactant it can give you? Only one reactant. If you want this CH3, CH double bond, CH, CH3. Okay. But see, bracket is very dangerous, including stereoisomers. In stereoisomers, there will be geometrical isomers also. Stereoisomerism is a combination of optical isomerism and what isomerism? Optical and geometrical also comes in. Therefore, what is the answer? This will be two geometrical isomers. Okay. So, what is the answer? Butene. Answer is butene. To this question is 2 because of the two geometry. If this statement is not there, then answer will be 1. Okay, next question is common ion effect and solubility product. Okay, KSP of MgOH whole twice is 10 to the power of minus 2 and it is MgCl2. This is the MgCl2 in this solution. What is the limiting pH value? At what pH precipitation will start? Is it clear to you? KSP of MgOH whole twice is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 12. And what is the concentration? 0.01 molarity. MgCl2 is the concentration. What is the limiting pH value? Okay. Simply KSP formula. KSP is equal to concentration of Mg2 plus into concentration of MgOH whole twice. Okay. So 10 to the power of minus 12 and Mg2 plus concentration is 10 to the power of minus 2. Is it 10 to the power of minus 2 only, no? And OH negative concentration you have to find out. Okay. So that will be OH negative concentration. If you find out, it will be 10 to the power of minus 5. So POH is equal to 5. So pH is equal to 9. So limiting pH will be how much? 9. Okay. Note down. Okay. Here a compound with molecular mass 180 acylated with CH3COCl to get a compound with molecular mass of 390. Number of amino groups present in this compound. Okay. Question, is it understood? Okay. See, nice way of question is molecular mass initially how much? 180. After acetylation CH3COCl. Okay. So this amine, suppose I am taking only one amine. Okay. After this reaction, one hydrogen, one chlorine will be eliminated. So plus HCl. This remaining product will be RNHCOCH3. So extra molecule which is connected is here RNHCO. Okay. Extra molecular mass, whatever it is attached, that is what one hydrogen is eliminated. CH3CO is attached. Okay. So CH3CO molecular mass will be 42. Okay. That means one amino group will increase the molecular mass by 42. How much it is increased? So that will come to know 390 minus 180. This much it is increased. Okay. So when you divide by 42, you will get the number of amino group. Okay. So once you divide it after subtracting, you are going to get 5. It is the answer is 210. Okay. So 210 by 42 you will get 5. So number of amino group will be how much? 5. Okay, very good question from the available chlorine, bleaching powder. Okay, in bleaching powder, there is a topic available chlorine. Okay, so bleaching powder like H2O2, in H2O2 decomposes to give oxygen, like bleaching powder also decomposes. Bleaching powder also decomposes to give chlorine. Okay, so that chlorine is called as available chlorine. So for that, bleaching powder first treated with what? Treated with acetic acid, CS3COOH. Okay. Then addition of Ki, and this released some iodine. How much iodine is liberated is calculated by using the hypo. Okay. That means its equivalent is equal to available chlorine. Finally, what is the formula? Equivalent of hypo used is equal to available chlorine. Formula is 150 into 10 to the power of minus 3. 150 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Okay. Into 71. This is formula. Chlorine molecular mass is 71. Percentage you want into 100 divided by 20 into 1.5. Okay. So 150 milliliter is there. Understood? And 5 gram and 10 m by 10. Okay. So 1.5. Finally, you will get 35.5%. 35.5% is the available chlorine. Okay. So for further details, there is a separate lecture for the available chlorine. You can go through that syllabus. Okay. So I hope all questions are discussed nicely. Let's meet with the next paper in the next lecture. See you. Bye bye.